So here's the road to our house, and there is Ron's pickup, the Dodge diesel, and I'm swinging around to show you some of the trees at the beginning of our yard that we've planted. That's a nut tree there by the fence. We've got grape trees. I'm going to walk forward and show you these beautiful pine trees that we planted in here when we moved into the house. There, I think you're beginning to see them. I'm having to walk further out because I wanted to get a view of the... Oh, I might have to zoom out. I'm going to zoom out. Nope, that's not going to do it either. Okay, I'll just point the camera upwards, then you can see the height of the trees. We got these when they were about 6 feet tall. Then I'll go back down and I'm going to show you the beautiful rhododendron, which is native to the state of Washington, and this is our state flower. This shrub, Ron picked up the seed in England and brought it back here and planted it, and look, it just took off beautifully. Isn't that just lovely? And I'm going to walk over here to our easement road, which is the road to the property behind us, and you'll see we've planted vines on the fence to cover the fence, and this is called Virginia ivy. You'll see it on the sides of buildings, and it grows up them quite well. And you're seeing some of the trees of the neighborhood right next to us. It's really quite lovely. I'll show you down the road on the other side, and you can see the trees. Very lovely. So this is the front of our house, and we're showing the garage right there in the upstairs. That's my car, Melody's car, and then there's Ron's truck. Then I'm pointing back over to the porch area and some of the front of the yard. We've got hay by the front gate. Okay, this is a shrub here that just finished blooming, and then we've got the tree by the front porch there, and the porch that Ron had hand-laid the tile on that porch. It's really quite lovely. And then Alina bought me that fuchsia for Mother's Day, so I just love that. I'm heading right over here right now to, this is a Japanese maple, which has grown quite large for its size. Okay, and this is Paul on our front porch drinking his morning coffee.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Say it in Swedish.
Good morning för alla vänner.
How about
ovänner.
Say it in Finnish.
Hyvää huomenta kaikille, tutulle ja ei tutulle.
Say it in Spanish.
Buenos días por todos los amigos.
Very good. Good morning. Buenos dias. Hola. This is the other side of the maple tree. I mean, it just fits in the landscape so beautifully. So I'm spanning over to the beautiful, beautiful rhododendrons, which used to be right next to the house, but since we've been here, we decided to move them. So I'm just going to walk around the other side of the rhododendrons here, and you'll see, okay, there's another tree at the side of the house, but what I'm showing you is our the deck out here out front, which Ron built in there, and they're like 17-foot long planks. There are no nails, and it's cedar wood, so it's withstood the weather very well. So now I'm going to pan out towards the front yard so you can see it, I hope. It's very, very lovely. And the grass is like, there are no weeds. They're kept weeded. Ron pulls them out by hand, you know. So what I'll do is, I'm going to shut it off, and I'm going to walk up front and then shoot a camera picture backwards. So now we're on the other side of the fence, and you can see Pele there. He's in the picture a little bit. Here's the nut tree again. The shrubs along the side of the fence. You can see the front. And I'm spanning out across the lawn on the other end so you can see it from this end as well. And so we've planted a lot of the trees that were not here. This one right here, right in front, oh, some birds just flew out of it. How lovely. This is a maple tree with a cherry tree in front of it. And then if I back up a little bit and show you, this is a weeping, what are those called? Not spruce. I can't think of the tree. I'll have to tell you in a minute when I think of it. Okay, I just remembered the name of the tree. It's a weeping birch tree, which they have many of these up in Finland, but they're not weeping. They're, you know, straight up and down like most trees. All right, I just wanted to correct that for you. Yes? Well, there's Pele again, and there's that lovely yellow dropping scented tree. It's just, oh, it's gorgeous. And we have the vines along the fence here too. So this is a picture of both of the cars from the side. There, I'm giving you a better picture. So the one is the Dodge truck and the other one is the Nissan Altima. So we're going to continue around the side of the house here, so I can show you some of the flowers and things here. Okay, so here we've got pansies and lilies, but they haven't quite bloomed yet, so I'm waiting for them to bloom. Let's see if I can get in closer for you guys. So, oh, there's some, that's a wallflower. These are just some shrubs here. Another tree that we grew from when it was way little. It was just seeds in the garden. And I wanted to show you around here. These are begonia plants and some hostas or hostas, however you want to pronounce it, which I love them. See how they've really grown all the way around. We've got this, I'll have to back up a little bit here so you can see the palm tree we've got growing here. One of my favorite plants in the garden. But I also wanted to, you know, bring in the greenery. Some of the flowers are just at the point where they're going to start to bloom next week, I believe. This is next to the palm. And so we have geraniums in through here to give some added color in amongst the greenery. And these long-stemmed green things will get red flowers on them. And these other long ones that are about ready to bloom, they're a wildflower. So here we've got more hostas, more lilies. You see wild buttercups in here. Oh, I have to take a picture of this. This is our magnificent, gotta back up a little bit here so to get it all in there for you, rhubarb. And we're planting it in the garden to make up some more greenery. So I will continue along and you will see there's more geraniums. Another kind of a lily. Oh, and then down here is more, I'll stand back again. There again are some rhubarbs. And then we've got a tree here also, so I'll back up so you can see this one. There we go. So I'm going to give a side view of the garden so you can see this. There we go. And there's Pele again in the garden. He likes to get in the garden, you can tell. He enjoys it as much as we do. And we love, this is my favorite part of the garden, this particular area. This is the remains of a tree that Ron took down, and he's just trimming it and we're using it for wood. And then along there you can see the hedge he put in there, and you can see a little bit of our tennis court right in. Let's see if I can get closer. That's a bit of our garden patch, which we haven't done a lot with this year, but those are berries. And down here we've got strawberries growing. We've got some, let's see here, chives. What chives? I'm going to take you over to these roses. They are we just let them grow wild, but they are the most scented roses you could ever wish for. And you go, I mean, you can, it's like a perfume. Just, I can smell them even before I get up here to them. I'll get closer, get a nice little, oh, and you don't have to prune them, spray them, do anything. They just grow wonderfully. Oh, it's just like perfume. Then we have all this lemon mint, you know, that you can actually eat it. It is edible, believe it or not. And we've got another, there's a rhododendron there. Looks like that one already bloomed. And here is a purple rhododendron. Okay, so there is a cedar tree, which is about, I would say it's about 30 feet tall. Let's see, I can go up there and show you the full height. There it is. And there we have a fir tree too, just about the same height. So what I'm showing you here right now is Ron's ham radio. He's won contests around the world, and he's just started up in it again after 17 years of absence, and he's very much enjoying it. So this is a madrona tree. Ron had to cut off a huge, huge branch off of this. These are, we have 3 trees in an island here. We leave it natural, and that way the birds get more seed for food. I'll go all the way up the trees for you to see. Oh, they're way up there. They're probably, 50 feet tall at least. I'll show you the palm tree again. Let's see if there we go. So here's the palm tree, and all going down that area, so you can get a good idea of what that looks like. Then I'll just turn it around from here. There's Paley, just kind of checking things out. And you can see towards the front of our yard, the side of the area that is where we allow the birds to come in and get food. And that's panning out towards the front of the garden. And you're seeing some of the trees across the street. So you can see that this is a very woodsy area. We have 6/10 of an acre here. There's the tree off the side of the house.